Hey, Internet. It's producer Steve. Matt. We're here to talk about Star Wars. With Last Jedi coming up, obviously a few months from now, I went back and took a look at Rey's Force vision. I was interested. It just, it has all these mysterious images, and they're probably going to play a part in Last Jedi.
7.
From Episode 7, exactly, from Force Awakens. So, basically, I broke it down into there's 5 scenes. Rey has a vision with 5 scenes in it. The first scene, I'll just call them out first. First scene is Cloud City. Second scene is Luke and R2. The third scene is Kylo in the rain. The fourth scene is little girl Rey on Jakku. And the fifth scene is Rey confronting Kylo on Starkiller Base in the snowy forest. So it's 5 scenes.
I wonder if those were in order,
And
I wonder if the vision was in order.
I thought that originally, but it's not. And I think I can prove that by saying the shot of little girl Rey, which is the 4th of the 5 scenes. Little girl Rey, so you figure that's probably... She's supposedly like 20-ish in the movie. So that's like, what, 10 to 15 years earlier. Well, I don't know exactly how old that girl is, but somewhere between 5 and 9, probably somewhere there.
Yeah.
So we know, based on the novelization and some of the book, like the Bloodline books, I think, that Kylo didn't become full-on Kylo until about 5 years ago.
Right.
So the third scene has Kylo with his mask on in the rain, and then the fourth scene has little girl Rey.
Okay.
Little girl Rey would come before that.
That's weird.
You would think it would make...
I wish they would have put him in order.
I agree. The order is interesting, because it is true that the first scene, Cloud City, is definitely the first in time. So what she is now back at the moment when Luke confronts...
Right.
Darth Vader,
you hear
gets
Luke
his hand
yell,
cut off.
No.
It's the last time that the lightsaber that she touches to get the vision was used in combat. Mm-hmm. So it's taking her back to that moment, which is also maybe the most important moment in the Star Wars franchise. And then
next to Jar Jar, and
next to when Jar Jar got his tongue caught, and then he had to. That was
awesome.
pretty important. The last. Of the 5 scenes. So the first scene, Cloud City, is definitely the first in time.
Episodes 1 through 3 don't exist, by the way. All right, continue.
Right, that's in an alternate dimension when that didn't. We live in the real dimension where it didn't happen. The 5th vision she has, which is obviously her confronting Kylo Ren in the snowy forest, is the last of those visions. Which is, I suppose, it's controversial, or some people might disagree with that, but that's my interpretation, is that so the first scene is the earliest in time, the last scene is the last in time, and then the middle 3 are a little bit out of order, but are take place in there. So what I get out of it is that the lightsaber, or the Force, is basically giving Rey's immediate future. So the only future scene she gets is that last one. Is, oh, by the way, you're going to be using the lightsaber to fight an evil Force user in the next few days. FYI, get ready, because it's about to happen. So the rest of it is basically showing the background to why that's going to be important. It's kind of leading her up to say, hey, you might instinctively want to know what's about to happen. I'm gonna kind of guide you into what's about to happen to you, which is you're about to fight Kylo Ren with a lightsaber in this snowy forest. So obviously, as I say, the first scene, Cloud City, the last time the lightsaber was used in combat, and the last time that 2 Force users fought each other. We're obviously going to see, after she gets Force vision, Finn does use the lightsaber in combat, but he's fighting a stormtrooper. He's not fighting another Force user, and he's not the one that this lightsaber is speaking to, that the Force is speaking to. It's definitely Rey. So we've got R2 and Luke, and what's interesting is from the trailer to Last Jedi, we see another version of that scene. We see basically kind of a different angle, but it's Luke. He's kneeling next to R2, his hands on R2, and there is a burning temple basically in the background. So what I'm getting out of that is this is the Luke has his academy. The academy is destroyed. Darth Vader shows up. Darth, you have some comments to make? Yeah, good. I'd like some Pez. That'd be good. The Pez is strong with this one. Some people associate the Kylo in the rain with that scene, and I think those are two different scenes. However, it could be that they are just basically reversed in time. So I think the reason Rey is seeing Kylo in the rain in his mask with what appear to be the Knights of Ren is that is the moment that he first took on the mantle of Kylo Ren. Until that moment, he's Ben Solo. He is the student of Luke at the Academy, secretly plotting to undermine the Academy. And in some big, bold move, probably in coordination with Snoke, the Knights of Ren come in, maybe to disguise himself from the rest of the group. He puts the mask on. It makes it easier for him to betray these people and that, look, I'm behind this mask. And that's maybe the first time he dons the mask and assumes this role, which then results in the destruction, he kills off people, the destruction of the temple. And then it's later that we see Luke in the remains of the destruction making the decision to go to Ahch-To. And so remember, because R2 is the one that holds the map and holds the key to finding his whereabouts. Mm-hmm. He's basically letting R2 know or giving him the information to say, I'm going to go away now. You go find the rest of the resistance, and you can give them this map or whatever if you want. But I'm out. So I think so if you flip those two scenes, I think chronologically they come in.
Yeah, there were a lot of dead bodies on that ground.
A lot of dead bodies,
like way more than there were resistance fighters. I think.
I don't think it's
whole Civil War body count. It's like, where could they be? Some village, just tons and tons of people.
I mean, maybe too many for Luke's Academy.
Right. That's what I'm getting at. It's just, they wiped out everybody. From where?
Unless maybe the dead people are also First Order folks, and maybe those First Order folks died in an attempt to take out the Academy. So one thing about that scene is the Kylo in the rain scene is, of course, we're seeing. I don't think Rey is there, right? I think Rey is just remote viewing into this moment, kind of like Harry Potter and the.
She's already on the other Jakku,
right?
In hiding.
Yeah.
She's far away.
So it looks like whoever that she's kind of viewing the scene from, whatever perspective she's from, that somebody is about to attack her, and then Kylo kills that person, like stabs them through the back. You see the lightsaber come out in the front. I think that's a Knight of Ren. The armor suggests some of the early artwork for the Knights of Ren, like one of the knights.
That's tough because it's a dark scene.
You're right. It could totally not be.
I mean, you're probably right, but I it's so quick. It couldn't make anything else. The helmet.
The helmet is what's interesting about it. So my thought is, the Knights of Ren have come to help wipe out the temple. But they've got some kind of maybe an order to leave. Maybe it doesn't quite make sense, but maybe it's Luke or some other person leave them alive or something. Or Kylo's like, hey, don't kill these people that I care about or I'm interested in. And as this Knight of Ren kind of goes against orders and is about to kill off someone important, Kylo kills that Knight of Ren because they disobeyed him.
Maybe it was his mom. Maybe Leia was there looking for Luke, hearing about the chaos that's happening. It's someone important. You're right. For some reason, that person, maybe it's his mom. Maybe he doesn't care about his dad so much, but maybe Leia was there. It was somebody.
That's interesting. I hadn't thought about the Leia, but...
because if he's there to wipe out the temple or whatever, maybe he doesn't care too much about Luke. Or maybe he does. I don't know. But maybe it's his mom. I think it might be his mom.
Okay. All right. Wow, that would be a very powerful scene.
Yeah,
and we're probably going to see that flashback at some point.
Because he cares about his mom, I think. What if Kylo wasn't in the mask? I'm not being funny again, but what if?
He's in the mask.
What if someone was trying to frame him?
Nope.
All right.
Psych!
Yeah, right?
I'm your father. Bang! Remember that one? Mic drop. So basically, the vision, the Force vision, is showing the origin of the two people that will be fighting, a la Rey and Kylo, on this snowy forest. So it's showing Rey being dropped off. It's showing Kylo and the origin of Kylo Ren. That's supposedly the origin of Ben Solo. And then it shows them fighting. And I think that's the purpose of the Force vision, is to say, here are the two combatants. Here's the last time I was used. Here are the two new combatants. And here they are fighting. Get ready, because it's happening. And boom.
Yeah.
So I think as opposed to like some far-reaching vision where she's like, oh, wait, you mean 10 years from now, Kylo's going to be in the rain and I don't think so. No. I think those are all leading up to just showing the origins of these people, and now they're about to fight. We've already seen it. So everything that was happening in that Force vision is now in the past.
I think when Luke puts his hand on R2, it's some big moment, like he's sending the plans to somebody, but I think it's more important than, hey, here's where I'm going to be, because I don't think he wants anyone to know where he's going to be.
Maybe he's away from the temple when let's say the rainstorm fight happens at his academy, but Luke isn't there. Luke shows up sometime later, sees all the destruction, is overcome with like depression.
Yep.
And then he makes the decision, all right, I'm out of here. This isn't working, and
they're after me.
Because if he had been there, he probably could have stopped it.
Yeah,
but he wasn't. Because that's the part that makes doesn't make sense.
That's probably it.
Man, if Leia was there, that would be
awesome. That would
be powerful as hell to have Kylo like, don't kill my mom.
Yeah, don't kill my mom. Probably he comes in. That's what's going to happen. That's what's going to happen. Ren and the Knights of Ren are going to come in looking for Luke to kill everybody, including Luke. He wasn't there. Maybe Leia is. Don't kill my mom. And then
powerful stuff.
They flee. Luke shows up.
Because when we see Luke with R2 and the destruction, it is not raining at that point.
Right.
In that part of the vision, it is a different time. So it is not like they're not synced.
It kind of looks like a battle scene in the background, you know.
It does.
So I think he gives them a message. He goes, "Anyone who hangs out with me is going to die. That's why this happened. So I'm going off and hiding.
I don't want to be responsible for anybody else dying."
Yeah. Basically. Here's the missing part of the map of where I'll be inside R2.
Anyway,
that's what it is. You saw it here.
So there it is. Boom. We just unlocked the code, the codex. Yeah. Okay. Anyway, so yeah, enjoy.
Sorry to ruin the movie for you, but
yeah. Oops. Spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert. All right. Anyway, don't forget to subscribe. Matt's got a lot of cool shows coming up.
We're going to talk about American Gods. Awesome. We're talking about The Leftovers, and of course, all things Star Wars.
Yeah.
So
check it out.
Bye, everybody.